So for hyperpigmentation, we're going to basically do the same steps as steps 1, 2 that we just did prior to the video. Now this one is step 3 for somebody who has hyperpigmentation or dark spots on their face, or aka a leather face. A leather face meaning like a rind type of face, like a lemon. So if you look at lemon, the skin on the outside of a lemon is pretty rough. And so some people have that. Thank God we don't right now, because that'd be a whole treatment. We can't even go through all that. So remember, we pretty much put our gloves on, or you don't have to have your gloves on. You can cleanse the skin. We did all that. So after your cleanser, you pretty much analyze the skin. You actually say, oh yeah, you have uneven skin tone a little bit right here. Or you even ask them to point it out for you. Because when you're on your client intake form and you're actually saying, you know, oh, I think you have this, you actually could hurt people's feelings. Like they probably came in for a totally different problem, and all of a sudden you're saying, oh yeah, oh ew, girl, what you doing? What, dang dude, what you got right here? That could fuck that person up, like for real, mentally. Like they came in just thinking that, oh, I didn't think you were going to explain into that detail. You have to almost ask them first. Hey, you know, what'd you come in for? How can I help you today? You know, you look beautiful. I like your nails. And then that just actually opens them up. And then when they're opened up, they will tell you everything. They might even tell you some secrets about their husband or girlfriend or whatever. I'm like, look, whoa, you're a therapist. You're more than just a healer. You're everything. You're like everything. So remember, ask them first. What is your concerns? What don't you like about your face? When's your worst moment of the day that you think you look your worst, or whatever it is? Some people have psychological issues, like for real. And just like everybody in the White House right now has a psychological issue, like for real. Their mind ain't sharp. It's damn. I don't know what's going on. They need more than a facial. You know, this. Oh God. Not even a psychologist can help them. Jesus is the only one. But once we get past all that and we're happy, it's a miracle. We just ask them, hey, how you doing? Come on in. Oh, I just have a few uneven skin tones right here, and I don't like how I have hyperpigmentation here, or any type of acne, whatever ails them. Then you say, okay, sure, I got something for that. We're gonna do a chemical peel for this uneven skin tone right here. We're gonna do some dermaplaning. We're gonna do some microneedle skin pin treatment to puncture holes into the face that allows that chemical peel to go down even deeper than what dermaplaning can even do, and really get rid of that dark spot from the inside out. So that's what you're doing with your skin analyzation. You're analyzing what's going on, what they're saying, what you are going to do, and then your plan of attack afterwards. Your soap notes, basically, subjective, objective, your assessment, what you're gonna do, and then your planning, home care, soap notes, SOAP, soap. After that, and we're looking underneath the chin, looking for hairs. You're looking for everything, and you just suggest to them what you see. Like, oh yeah, I've noticed right here. How long have you had this bump right here? And they'll tell you. Or how long have you had this hyperpigmentation right here? How long has it been dark underneath your eyes or nose or teeth or whatever you can see? You're asking them questions for a reason, because remember, we took those before and after pictures. Right now, take the picture during the analyzation phase, or even before it, take a picture of their skin and say, hey, when did you have this? Some people will lie to you and say, oh, I had this only for 2 days. I go on their Facebook or Instagram page 2 years later, I'm like, yo, you had this 2 years ago. What you talking about? They can blame you for a lot of things just because you worked on their face. So don't let them bullshit you. Ask them for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, why? When did you notice this? Oh, your boyfriend said, oh, you had this. Oh, what's your boyfriend been doing? Did he hit you? You almost have to be a detective. You kind of almost got to put the pieces together. When you take somebody's makeup off, or if they say, oh no, I don't do my eyes, or don't do this, they're probably concealing something. So wait a minute, you got all this caked up concealer on this right eye. You don't want me to what? You don't want me to cleanse right here? No, I don't. Right here, No, I don't. Here, because that bruise is that big. There's no such thing as a small bruise when you get punched in the face or kicked or anything. That thing could swelling. You're gonna look for people's face swollen. Like, where did you get this from? Like, how did you? So I'm not saying rescue everybody or play Captain Saver, nigga, or whoever you gonna save. Just do what they say and get on with your business. For real. So after all of that, analyzing, now we're gonna go ahead and go into dermaplaning. Because remember, we cleanse the skin, we analyze the skin, uneven skin tone, we wanna shave off as much dead skin cells as possible. So what do you need to do that? You need a handle, and you need a blade. So a blade, they come separate. So we open up the blade very carefully. Don't cut your hand. Don't be slicing your artery. It's Halloween, but hey, we don't need all that nightmare. Take your handle, make sure it fits in the right area of the blade because it has to go in the correct way. It snaps in. Let's say, for example, we have our gloves already put on, okay? The gloves are on, and we're going across the planes of the face nice and easy. And we're just getting rid of any type of little unwanted hairs or uneven skin tone. And see, she doesn't really have too much of anything that's coming up off of the blade because she takes care of her skin, which is great. So remember, we did all the dermaplaning that we needed to do, right? After dermaplaning, you can do a skin pin treatment. Remember, we're gonna open up the holes of the face so that the product and our chemical peel can go deep into the skin. Take your cartridge, turn your machine on, maybe not that much, put it down. There we go. Let your client know what you're doing before, how it's going to feel, especially with needles, but we're not going to put it on the face because she doesn't need it. We're just showing you examples. So we would just go out. You've seen this in other videos, opening up the channels of the face. So after your skin pin, this is optional. You can actually use your HydraFacial machine. The same wand, you take off the top, and then you put on your microdermabrasion. I've seen it somewhere. Oh, there it is. You put on your diamond tip microdermabrasion head, put it on. So remember, you did dermaplaning, you did the skin pin, but let's just say you didn't want to do either one of those and it's a little bit too harsh. Some people don't like a blade. Some people don't want needles into their face. HydraFacial. This has diamond tip microdermabrasion. See, the tip is different. It's scratchy. It's like sandpaper. We have gloves on. We're going to go across the planes of the face. And it's skipping like that because I still have that oil on the face. It's something to it. And as you can see, I'm gliding, break off, gliding, break off, gliding, break off, kind of quickly. You don't want to have it sticking there too long. We have our client roll to the other side, perfect. I start from the chin up, or you can go down if you want to. And it takes practice. Nothing is going to be super perfect every time. Every time you use your HydraFacial machine, it's going to be different every single time. The suction is different. The water pressure is different. The air pressure is different. The client's face is different. It could be, remember, hyperpigmentation, leather face. They could have all types of issues with their face. And it could be harder for the drag of the wand for you. And you're thinking you're messing up. Like, no, it's not you. It's just the client has evil skin. Let me go back to the other side. Perfect. on the skin, the diamond tip?
A little bit.
Oh,
Usually on certain areas, my cheeks are sensitive.
okay. Well, hurry up. So remember, as she just said, it's a little sensitive. Make sure you turn your air pressure down or the water pressure, because remember, it's still hydrodermabrasion. Hydrodermabrasion. There's water that comes out even though it's scraping your skin. So it's pretty active on your skin. Be careful. Just go back to neutral. Perfect. So then after we've done those three processes, you can do dermaplaning. You can do dermaplaning with the skin pin treatment, or you can do all three in one. But if people don't like needles, if they don't like the blade, just do diamond tip. That's all you have to do, okay? So remember, you cleanse the skin, wash the skin. You can use chamber D to cleanse the skin. You can use the hydrodermabrasion machine to do microdermabrasion if you don't want to use needles or a blade. Not everybody's going to want to do that, okay? So this is for safe treatments. Anybody who wants to use safer treatments, use this machine, okay? So remember, we use the ultrasonic scrubber. Using ultrasonic or ultrasound, I rarely have to use ultrasound for anybody. That's only up to you if you want to use that for product penetration of breaking open type of channels in the face, like if you have stagnant blood or vessels or veins and venules that aren't moving properly, then ultrasonic would be a good treatment. You need a nice gel, a conductive gel, which this machine comes with. You can use that to break open scar tissue or any type of nerve impingements, anything on the face that's not moving properly, stagnated blood. Then use your ultrasound, okay? I rarely use it though, like rarely ever. Now, after we've done all that, we now add our chemical peel. But we're not going to do that because we already added the chemical peel, remember, in video 2. Watch video 2, you'll see how this works. You're just taking it off, adding it, drop, 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 taking your brush, you can apply it on, take it off in about a minute or 2, maybe 3. Take it off with some cold water, take it off. After that, you use your cool down gel, which remember is your hyaluronic acid gel. You can find this on my website. It's a gel, hyaluronic acid's in it, it's just a thicker consistency that cools, it keeps cold. You know what I mean? It keeps your skin, after a chemical peel, you need as cold as you can get, or a fan. So then after that, we're gonna take that off and add in hyaluronic acid by itself. That's what's in here. This is a 1.5%. 2% is a little bit thick for my taste. I like a 1.5. So just drop it down, let the client know. And see how it comes right out. It's not dewy, it's not gooey. It drips really, really well. Add in a little bit of water. Because remember, hyaluronic acid needs water to glide across the skin. By itself, it's too thick no matter what percentage it is. You still need water, because remember, it's water binding, water loving. So without water, it's just by itself and it's hard to go into the skin. So you added your hyaluronic acid, wait a minute to maybe 2 minutes if you want to. Get your brush, or not your brush, but your cotton rounds or your sponges and wipe down the face again. Because the hyaluronic acid, after that minute or 2, has time to penetrate through the skin. So that's good. So in your HydraFacial machine, like I said, normally number C is your hyaluronic acid or your serum. You could put your serum in B chamber and have C as your, or I'm sorry, you put B as hyaluronic acid and then put C as your hyaluronic or your serum. So you can have A as a cleanser. You can do your services up here with your diamond tip microdermabrasion or whatever service you want to do. After that, use your hyaluronic acid, then use your serum. Because right now I'm going to use a serum. So you can put that in C if you want to. So you take your serum, drop, 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 rub it into the face, boom, that's it. Get your sunscreen, because remember this is hyperpigmentation. We need a sunscreen. We need to block out those sun's rays from making our skin even darker. Sunscreen on the face, then home care. That is it. That's all I do for hyperpigmentation, dark spots, or AKA a leather face. The leather face part of it is when I used the blade. That's why I say that, because the leather face, no matter if you're a leather face, leather neck, jar head, all that good stuff, you use the blade because you need to get rid of that thickness of the face. That's the only way a leather face is really going to get broken down. Okay? And that's it. All right, Jamila. Mature skin, and that's it. I promise. I promise, Jamila.
You said you're gonna do what?
Oh, the mature skin one?
Oh, okay.